Hello everyone, in this video I'm going to talk to you all about Fortnite Battle Royales' newest update. In this update we got a lot of changes to the weapon roster, some nerfs to the plane, and other minor changes. Starting off, we had the suppressed sniper rifle, which has been added to the game. It is available in epic and legendary variants. It can be found from chests, floor loot, vending machines, and supply drops. Single shot scoped sniper rifle like the bolt. The suppressor makes for a quieter shot, trading stealth for power. Its damage is at 100 and 105. So it is slightly weaker than the bolt, but it's still able to kill if you get a headshot. So this is pretty interesting. We'll see how this goes. One thing that you don't really get a feel for in the patch notes is the drop of the weapon, and I assume this one will have a larger drop than the bolt, making it harder to hit shots with, but we'll have to see once we play with it in game. So as it is a weaker sniper rifle, but it is suppressed. I think this is somewhat good. I'm happy it doesn't have a lot of body damage. The way I see snipers is that the body damage shouldn't be rewarded as much as they are in many cases, and that headshots should still be lethal. So even if it was even like a lower body damage but still was able to one shot if you hit a headshot, that's kind of where I would put it, but I think it should be okay how it is. The 6-shooter has been vaulted. I don't really see this as a problem. No one really seemed to use it, no one really seemed to like it, so that's fine. The burst assault rifle has been vaulted completely. The gray one, the green one, and the blue one, the FAMAS, the gold and purple one, still exists, but it's just that lower tier burst rifle. This is something that I don't think a lot of people are going to like. Well, a lot of people will like it, but there's definitely going to be some who don't like it, because I mean, I stream this game every day. I see that there's people who do enjoy using the burst rifle, and they tell me they like it. I personally haven't liked it for a long time. It used to be my favorite weapon in Season 1, but as of now, I haven't really used it much recently, so I don't really care about it being gone. It was usually just kind of a nuisance when I got it, and I would have preferred to get something else, so removing it kind of reduces the RNG that is in the game. But it'll be, I don't know, it's kind of sad to see this go because it is one of the OG weapons, and we don't have very many of those left at this point. The dual pistols have been unvaulted. This is a weapon that I didn't really understand why they were vaulted in the past, and you could kind of make the argument that they do somewhat replace the original burst, so having the burst gone and these back in the game, you kind of have like a weapon that performs similar, and it's nice to see them back in the game. I don't think I'll use them much because Deagle Pump is so good for up close fights, but I'm sure there's a lot of people who are happy to see these dual pistols come back, and I didn't think they should have been vaulted in the first place because they were actually an effective weapon that wasn't just like really easy to use. The dynamite drop rate has been reduced by 40%. The boombox drop rate has been reduced by 33%. And when the drop rate is reduced, it just means that it's going to be spawning less frequently. You're going to get this item less in the game. The health of the boombox has been reduced from 600 to 400. If you didn't know, you can shoot the boombox to destroy it. So its health got cut by a third. And then the duration of the boombox is reduced from 25 seconds to 18 seconds. So you're going to get it less frequently, it's weaker, and it's going to last for less time. I'm really happy to see the drop rate of the dynamite and the boombox reduced because these are two items that are just annoying to play against. And they're two items that I just don't really use, so the RNG is going to matter less. And if you don't know what RNG means, it just means like random. So like the randomness of looting is going to matter less to me now because I didn't really like the burst. I didn't really want dynamite, I didn't want boombox. And all of these items are even gone or going to spawn less frequently. And same could be said of the 6-shooter. So I feel like the weapon roster got better just because some things got removed, and then other things that like were also not ideal to get are going to spawn less frequently. So hopefully you're going to be able to get better loot more often because of this. The next change in this update is that the plane has been nerfed significantly. If you're run over by a plane, the amount that you're flung, you know, when you get hit by the plane, you get pushed to the side. That distance has been decreased by 70%. This is massive, which is going to make it to where you're going to be able to try to jump on planes with less of a penalty. Like if they hit you, you're not just going to be like screwed. The damage done to the plane when colliding with structures has been increased by 50%. And the impact to damage reduction while boosting through structures has been reduced from 50 to 25%. So you're going to take more damage and you're going to negate less of that damage when you boost through things. This is good. People should not be boosting through things with planes. So one, if you're in a plane, you're going to take more damage by driving through stuff, and then you're going to be rewarded less for it because you're not going to be able to like push people as far and like just kill them. So that's actually very good. Definitely a huge nerf to the plane. Increase the spread of the machine gun by 75%. This is also massive. It's going to make the machine gun less accurate. So the plane like diving onto you and spraying the machine gun is going to be less effective. It's pretty much only going to be effective at shooting like structures and like if you're really close to people. And then the spawn chance of planes has been decreased from 80% to 100%. It's still a very large spawn rate, but it's just going to be less frequent. You probably won't notice it very much, like in an individual basis. Like if you go to an airport, you'll probably still be able to find a plane, but there'll just be less planes in the game collectively, which is a good thing. The Stormwing is no longer able to fly above the max build limit, which is good. And then the supply drop health has been reduced to 250, 500, and 750 depending on what modes you're playing. Not really a big deal. So the plane was significantly nerfed. They didn't boost how much damage the driver takes, which is what a lot of people were saying. And they actually did something that I think is better than that, because they just rewarded the annoying play less and made it more risky to the driver, which I think is good. They could still nerf the plane more and I wouldn't mind, but I'm someone who's very, 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 very biased in that aspect. I very much dislike the plane. I think this is a good change overall though. Like I said, it rewards the people just diving and trying to run people over less, makes it more risky, and then also makes the machine gun less effective, makes it to where they can't fly as high, and makes it to where it spawns less frequently. This is a lot of nerfs to the plane, and hopefully we see it being less annoying in the game. So that's going to be it for this update. We had the suppressed sniper added to the game. We had the burst rifle removed, the 6-shooter removed, dual pistols are back, changes to the dynamite, changes to the boombox, and massive nerfs to the plane. I'm actually really excited to play this update, and I think this is overall a good update. There's nothing in this update that I really dislike. I would have loved to see health and material being rewarded to players when they kill players, but that wasn't added to this game. But there wasn't nothing that I don't like, so I guess that's good. Let me know what you think about this update, what's your favorite changes in the comments below, and if you would like to see more from me, click the like button and subscribe. I do live stream Fortnite Battle Royale every single day. I'll see you guys later. In peace while I do this, because I'm doing a solo service. I'm still in it. Damn it. Gun. Alright, so we got one guy there in that build. Sounded like there was somebody, yeah, behind this house. And then we have a guy to our right as well. And then one player that I don't know where they are, but I think they were the person that was over at the shops. We'll see what's going to happen here. When I started playing this game, the second day the Battle Royale mode came out. Bro, I love how he in the middle of his fight can just grenade launch me because the player he's fighting exerts such little pressure. There's a guy underneath me in this building. That trick will get you so many kills. Like, it's so basic, but like, honestly, I still kill a lot of people like that. There's a guy in this house. The reason I dropped in at this part was just because of the isolated angles. I could just clear that angle and go and clear the other angles. I could just take one fight at a time rather than dropping in and being exposed to like 5 different angles. That's something that's like pretty basic if you play shooter games a lot. Fuck you, dude. Holy shit. Honestly, I didn't even see him. I just like heard him building and then aimed in and like it just happened to be where he was. Aim assist. How can you sponsor? You hit the $sign that's on the bottom of the side of the chat and it'll say like join. And you become a member that way. Depends what you're watching on. If you're watching on an iPhone, you have to go to the browser on your phone. If you're watching on anything else, you can just use YouTube or YouTube gaming app. You just gotta hit the $sign that's on the bottom of the side of the chat.
What a bum, dude. Just chilling in the storm trying to scar me. Let's get some GGs in the chat. And if you guys have not already, please do remember to drop a like on the stream and subscribe if you would like to see more. I live stream Fortnite Battle Royale every single day. Thank you.